Hi, Stuart Morrison, Executive Director of the DREAM2WALK Foundation, here to catch you guys up on what we've been up to. Before I get started, I first want to thank our great sponsors, like Classic Mazda of Denton, Century 21, the Judge Fight Group, official real estate broker of my Dallas Cowboys, your hiring partners, and Dallas Fraternal Order of Eagles. Along with great individual donors like yourselves, we've been able to continue making a difference during the COVID pandemic times. Just before the pandemic broke out, in November of 2019, we started working with a company called MYOLYN. We purchased 3 MYOLYN FES machines for Justin Casada, Pamela Powlin, and Chance Dean. A MYOLYN FES machine is an exercise bike that uses free motion electric stimulus. While the bike is pedaling for you, the electric stimulus pads trigger muscles that are supposed to be doing the motion. This process allows your muscles to be activated, to be used, and you're actually getting the benefits as though you were cycling for a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, however long you're set. Typically, to go to a spinal cord injury recovery facility and use one of these, it's going to run you between $75 and $100 an hour, 2 hours a day, 3 days a week. You could do the math on that, it adds up. Now that we started working with MYOLYN, we can put these free motion electric stimulus machines in people's homes so they have access to that right there at home. The money that they would otherwise spend at a facility, now they can spend that money on an individualized trainer at one of the rehab facilities, possibly modification equipment they might need at home, or whatever they need to use it for. This machine helps with preventing atrophy. It helps people with spasms. I don't have spasms, but people that do, it helps lessen the spasms. It helps with blood circulation. It helps with range of motion in your legs. There's so many health benefits to having one of these. I'm excited to see the progress of our recipients that have them now. I'm excited for my own journey with the MYOLYN FES experience, and we at the DREAM2WALK Foundation can't wait to put more and more FES machines into spinal cord injury patients' homes. Without you guys, this doesn't work. Together we can make a difference.
It is not a fun feeling, suddenly realizing that your life is going to change forever. And at 10 years old, I didn't really know how to handle that because I was so young and I didn't understand the series of changes that would happen in my life. So if I could go back and just talk to little 12-year-old Madeline again, I would really encourage her to look at her body in a whole new way. At the time, I was so subconscious. I felt, in a way, worthless because that's what my society told me. That's what the world around me told me, even people in my life. And that affected the way that I not only pursued life, it affected the way that I decided to take care of my body. I gave up in a lot of ways on thinking of how I could take care of my legs because it didn't feel like a possibility anymore. I thought that the circumstances that I was in, with insurance being a problem and with finances being a problem, that was out of my control. Well, when I got older, I realized there's always a creative solution. Sometimes you just have to look a little harder for it. When I went to MYOLYN, I was like, I've had so many issues in the past of not being able to have access to medical equipment that I really need because insurance would just not work with me. And they made it clear from the start that they're advocates on your behalf, that they're gonna go to bat for you. I think that's the most powerful part of this experience that I can share, is that they didn't just develop something that can radically transform your life and health, but a mindset and a culture that your injury doesn't have to define you. It doesn't have to limit your access to healthcare. It doesn't have to limit what your muscles can do. It doesn't have to limit how you think about yourself, and make sure that through every single action that they do when working with you and helping you have access to such an incredible new piece of technology.